I was following up until the it just reminded me. I don't know what it is. I'm still playing catch up with my brain being in this in turned off mode. Ah. But yeah, no, when you notice it, it's actually kind of interesting. Eastern Mississippi start with W, anything west start with K. And they absolutely... my favorite version of that is Grand Theft Auto 4's radio stations, because they take the piss out of that system. You've got all of the camp characters in the... what was it? WLDH? I don't know. There's like an abbreviation for it. But it starts with a W, and it's all the camp people from the West Coast, all in San Francisco. And then you have East Coast. What was it? What's that? One that has basically the rip-off Judge Judy on it. Grand Theft Auto 4 is what I'm referencing, by the way. But they played that joke out to its maximum effect. You have both opposite ends of the country, both coastlines represented on the 2 radio stations that follow that pattern. Absolutely. Look, yeah, distasteful joke, maybe, right? Maybe. Is it? I mean, it's just observational humor, really, at that point. You're just pointing out that one is west and one is east, and that's the pattern they use. But I do remember, and whether or not I don't know, the Judge Judy one seemed... maybe that's changed with the times, but to me, the East Coast was never like a die-hard Christian sect. And the channel came across as that, so that could have been me misreading it. And I've not played Grand Theft Auto in a very long time, so forgive me. My memory may be fading. Alzheimer's at 20, bring it on. See, this is why I need a Nintendo Wii. So I can plug that shit into my computer with a capture card and we can stream what's its brain testing smarter game. What's that one? But no, I think that honestly, Nintendo has a lot of chill... I would call them couch games, right? It's the kind of games you could play with your mum and pop on the couch. The kind of games you invite people over to play, like Wii Sports. Even Super Smash Bros. That shit was like, hey, come on over, we got Smash Bros. Everyone's like, hell yes, we're down. Friday with pizza? Couch games were such a mood back in the day. And Nintendo owns the couch game market from top to bottom. But I don't own one. Game, are you okay? You're running at about 2 frames. I would love to get one. I have a second-hand store in town, and it may be pertinent to keep an eye out for if I can get a Nintendo Wii or some old Nintendo console for less than $100. The capture card will put me over the $100 range. That would be a hell of a thing to have. I would have... oh, money sink into the games though? Ooh, okay, I just realized games cost extra. Console doesn't come with games. Still, I have a DS, but I have nowhere to capture it. I know you can get capture cards for the DS, and we have some decent games here on DS too, by the way. Complete distraction. I loaded into No Man's Sky, immediately stopped playing No Man's Sky. I've got Mario Kart DS, kind of mid. Sonic Classic, we have Sonic, the yellow one, the good one that came out a couple of years back. Pokemon Black, my first Pokemon game I ever played. Apparently that was a mistake. I have Legend of Zelda 3DS. I don't... no, it is Ocarina of Time 3D. There you go. So I have the 3D Ocarina of Time. Scribblenauts as well. Luxor for Pharaoh's Challenge. Eternal Night Spyro. Sims 3 on the DS. Sims City Creator. And My Sims. A regular old SD card, apparently. We have 2 Nintendogs. Oh my lord. Wait. Dementium the Ward. Do I have a different game? I was talking earlier in the night about Dementium 2 HD on Steam, but the card here says Dementium the Ward. That's an entirely different title. The box I have is right over here. It's over on the other side of the room. The box definitely says Dementium 2 HD. I think I got the wrong game. Or the wrong case. An Art Academy! Oh my lord, I would absolutely love to, after a quick cleanup of my old files, love to go in and show off all of my Art Academy stuff, because that game really had a knack for making some beautiful stuff. Tiny little DS window, and you can make some amazing things with that Art Academy. I have gold Nintendogs, which is the Labrador one, I think. And then I have the green Nintendogs, which I got all the way back when the DSi XL was released. Nintendogs Gold is Best Friends. Nintendogs Green is Chihuahua and Friends. And I think I need to get someone else's copy of Nintendogs to get the Labrador. I can get the Labrador, but I need to actually transfer it from a different colored Nintendogs. And yeah, there you go. Oh, that's why it's not in the 3DS cartridge isn't in here, because it doesn't fit. This is not a 3DS cartridge holder. Alright. Anyway, how was that for a completely random segue away from game we suddenly started playing to end the stream that now we're not playing anymore? The distractions! These distractions... I'll never escape them. They're a part of me. Right. Shall we get back to killing sentinels? We have so low ammo actually, and we don't have any ferrite dust. Whoa! You were talking about me going, whoa. Oh. See, the problem with not being big brain smart sometimes is that when people actually point out what they meant, it just all clicks and you realize the past 10 minutes you've sounded like a bit of a dummy. Quite a nice way to encapsulate everything I failed to understand. A novella would have done the same thing, but writing it out in a single sentence, it drives it home a little bit sharper. You're like, oh, whoa. WOAH, whoa. I don't even know what the abbreviation would stand for. I was going to try and run with that for a little bit and do a bit of an announcer spiel, but... We only AH? I can't say what I just no, that's not the abbreviation you say. But to be fair, that does sound like a West Coast channel. No one knows what I thought of. Oh my lord. Naughty? You don't know what I thought about? You have no idea what words passed through my head that fit the abbreviation WOAH. Also go with the stereotypicals. Never mind. Okay. Leave it at that. Moving on. Conscript Koiwan claims to have seen the settlement in a dream. We're being attacked. Hang on. Should I come back? I don't know if we can leave this. Let's go through this quickly then. Oh, before we go too far, disable preview. That's why I have it on my phone. Conscript Koayan claims to have seen the settlement in a dream. They have traveled through a black hole and now share the words they heard beyond the horizon. Death, Oima, Abia, Yash. They ask if we might spare a trinket in exchange for their message. 10,000 isn't too much money. Blessed by the mists, apparently. That doesn't even make sense, fuck it. I'm not saying it out loud. Alright, okay, we have sediment kill. Are pirates attacking us too? Does the slogan make sense? Maybe not. Did I laugh at it? Maybe. Are people possibly maybe gonna think less of me after reading that? Maybe. That's why I'm not saying it out loud. Do we have any more sentinels? We do. It could work. It's one of those slogans that only doesn't work if you think about it. If you heard that as a radio sting between music though, like I'd you know, run with it. How's the game lagging though? Isn't it abysmal that this has better audio quality and stability than Space Hulk Deathwing does? Makes me a little sad. Because I like Space Hulk Deathwing. Can't help if it doesn't stream well though. Scan the giant watermelon? I have. It's called a Zyolite. Hello. New building construction site. We need heat tubes. I'm gonna have to go up to the anomaly. Is the anomaly still here? My freighter is. Checked in with the settlement. That was actually surprisingly easy. What did we get? Sentinel exosuit fragment. 3 of them, in fact. Wait. Why do they light up now? 5%. Ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Hang on. Yes, they're overloaded. Come over here. We need to compare. This one almost definitely gets scrapped. 33, 40, 12, 27. Fuel shield, life support, fuel, core health. That one absolutely goes back. Core health upgrade. Core health again goes back. 2 core health upgrades. This one gets scrapped. And we have to pick solar panel power. I don't know what solar panel power does. Field strength, life support, fuel efficiency.
Extreme temperature detected.
We keep this one, right? I don't even know if we scrap this one though. And we have 80 wiring looms, apparently. Yeesh. You worked your exosuit hard? I did. I was chasing down unstable Goose and Tone yesterday. And we stopped at a bunch of systems and got the exosuit upgrade. Thank you for the fishy, fishy, fishy. I realized, someone mentioned the other day that it sounded like a T-Rex and they were expecting a fish. Yeah, in hindsight, anyone who hasn't played Valheim probably has no idea what that noise even is. Which occurred to me the other day. Yeah, that's a giant, big, angry fish from Valheim. But people who haven't played Valheim might just be like, what? Fish? It's not a fish. Mario is saying, come here, fishy, fishy. I don't think I've ever heard Mario talk. Does he talk? I never knew Mario talked. Okay, so this is tradable energy. Tradable energy. We have commodity and more energy, and construction materials all in the freighter. Freighter has construction materials and tradable, as well as anomalous and medium value curiosity. So, we have 2 walker brains now. So if we want, we could add the combat scanner to the ship somewhere. Although, we're gonna need that extra row of upgrades, I think. I suppose let's go out to the freighter and get started on part 2 of this. We also need to get some heating tubes for the upgrade over there. No Man's Sky? Yes, Man's Sky. No Man's Sky indeed. Ain't seen no mans out here. Searching the whole damn galaxy for mans, can't find shit. He does say a few things in Mario 64. I think the only thing I've ever heard him say is like that. I mean, when I was young, I didn't even realize it was meant to be words, but the let's go. When you collect I think it's the stars, he says a let's go. It took me years to realize that was even like speaking words. I just thought it was the noise you got when you beat the thing. Because there were a lot of platformers from back in the day that just can be summarized by make a noise that means good thing. For some reason, I put Mario on the same ability of communication as Sonic, Crash Bandicoot, Spyro. Although, awkwardly, in hindsight, Spyro can talk, just not in the demo that I had. Excuse you. This is my landing port. Where are you going? Where's he? Let me at him. it's kind of a weird equivocation to make. Like, oh, an actual bandicoot with incapability to speak English. You've got Coco spoke, to be fair. Spyro in the demo, I don't think uttered a single word, but got talked to. Then you've got... what are the other platformers? Sonic. Did Sonic ever speak in the original trilogy? I don't think he did he? And then... yeah, and then Mario. Like, you comparing the vocabulary skill set of actual animals to just Italian man is, in hindsight, a hilarious equivocation to make, but... that's what dumb kids' brains do, I guess. Video games make the funny happy noise when you win. I never thought it was English.
Inventory full.
Freighter full of cargo, isn't it? Okay, here's the thing. How many spaces do we have? Because some of these are worth 2. That's worth 2, but that goes in exosuit. Exosuit. What else do we have? Exosuit. Those are all too high. 22 exosuit. 22 exosuit. 12 exosuit. $37 above 25. 29 is above 25. And for now, we could move just some stuff over here. Why not? Plenty of space. Wow. It stacks twice as high in storage containers. That is such... I didn't realize that worked for trading stuff. Look at that. 100 high Omnic gem. That's worth 1,500,000. Fleet command online. Calibrating. Hello, sir. 2,520 light years found. Enriched carbon times 2. I don't know what that is. 280,000 units. Salvaged frigate module. Thank you very much. How lovely. 377,000 units. 398,000 units. 393,000 units. 383,000 units. 283 activated copper. 2 geodesite. 3 enriched carbon again. I'm curious what that is. Debrief. 976 light years. Purchased additional fuel from Space Station Asia 9. Fuel trader mentioned unusual alloys found in local asteroids. 375,000 credits. 395,000 credits. Aerox times 8. Hot ice times 3. Don't count my units yet, we're not done. 972 light years. 345,000 units, 218,000 units, 231,000 units, 391. Wait. 999? You traveled 972 light years and logged an entry at 999 light years. Callbacks are weird. So far, 1,000,000 units. Fleet command online. Calibrating fleet command and NIOS of the SV7. 996 light years traveled. 340,000 units. Iridesite times 5. 256,000 units. 3 more enriched carbon. End of log. That's it. All of our fleets are back. So, let's have a look. What can we make here? Nothing? We can make nothing. We're missing uranium and we're missing dirty bronze still. Dirty bronze, of course, takes pyrite, and pure ferrite we burnt through for chromatic metal, which we've got stacked here. Interesting. Activated copper we are going to burn because it's activated, and activated stuff is very awkward in the sense that it doesn't do anything. Should these be over here? I actually might have a stack of 5, so that can stay there. Oh, ice. Oh, enriched carbon. Okay, we're keeping these because these might be part of a recipe. Might be part of a recipe we need to make hot tubes. Now, upgrade module for the freighter. Oh lord, we're running out of space. I need to move things back over here. Right. Freighter. 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 Ah, look at that. We need to actually put the activated copper into the machine. I don't have pure ferrite. And I don't trust leaving it in this damn machine, okay? I've lost too many things to freighters. We're not trusting a freighter as far as we can throw it. So... we got these guys we need to move. Whoopsie daisy. We need to move these guys back. We have an extra space taken up by Herox. What does that mean? Does that mean we put 10 Herox into storage? Maybe we put 10 Herox into storage. Maybe we put all 18 into storage. Fight me. Honestly, we get so much of this stuff back. Why don't we keep it here? We're not crafting any of it. We bought enough mango gold to last us a lifetime. Sadly. Don't talk to me about buying mango gold, okay? I know. Did it bad. Right. So now, let's get these ones out too. Over to the freighter. That gives us more space here, which I like. And this can be stacked 20 high over here. So, Indy, I have a bit of a question. I don't know how... have you ever traded a freighter? Or switched freighters to a different version? I have a question about how you clear out your old freighter. Because if all of these are full, I mean, here's a good example, right? I have 162 and 145 stew here. Closing in on 300, over 300 stew. Let me just take one. To take this stew, a single slot, out of the freighter, it's 4 over here. So the question is, verbatim, when I buy a new freighter, what happens to all the stuff in the freighter? Do I have to reject the freighter I want and then go clear out my storage? Because the new freighter won't have these containers. These containers are extra. It copies all the layout, etc. You keep it all? Oh! Honestly, that's great news. So you keep the storage, you keep the layout, and all the customization you've done. So all of this stays as well. You get to keep the base part of your freighter and just change the cosmetic exterior and the performance, obviously. That is brilliant news. Because I've been trying to reckon with the fact that my freighter has stuff in storage now. I mean, if I get all of that food out of my freighter into my exosuit, I'd need like a whole row dedicated to food. Maybe even a whole 2 rows dedicated to food to get it all out of my freighter. Not to mention the food storage stuff here too. That's so relieving to know I can trade up without having to worry too much about the gear. Love mushrooms, love soup, love mushroom soup. Simple as. But that is amazing to hear. Thank you very much for letting me know that, because I genuinely was like very anxious about trading up my freighter or even upgrading it. Like I was worried about...
Extreme night temperature detected.
Shush, lady. I was worried about even spending upgrades on it because these things aren't cheap. I mean, well, relative to how much you have in storage, I guess. Not exactly cheap for me because my silver count is getting a bit low. 120 silver, I can only make 3 rooms. If I traded my freighter and lost all of this stuff, I can make 3 rooms. 3 of these at least. That's so nice to know that it doesn't disappear. Right. So we're gonna keep those there. Do we have any more stuff to put over there though? This can go over there. Honestly, why don't we do that? Drag him down. There's more than that, I know, but... Bum, bum, Takes a walker brain. That is so insane. You know how to sell the food stuff? Got down with refining and crafting instead. And it is true, I could tear down the base for like a couple of things back, but you still have, like, I don't know. It's nice to know you don't have to though to transfer things across properly, because that was like, again, it comes down to the fact, like, if you know you want to trade to a freighter, I didn't want to have to go do busy work for an hour before I could actually secure the trade. It's nice to know I can just go in and click, yeah, I want your freighter. Combat patrol, we're not doing those. Voyage of discovery. I don't know what a voyage of discovery does. 2-star balanced. So, here we go. We're gonna take a support guy. An 11 combat, 32 A-class. Wow. Okay. We're gonna take some stuff. Are we full? Is this a full roster? Do we have to start dismissing people to fit more? A 19.2 and 11.32. Why not? We've got the support vessel and I want to know how cheap we can make this. That's exploration, prospecting, currency, trading. You can have 30 ships total? Okay. 3. This is a 2-star mission, bear in mind. Taking 400 tons of fuel. This thing's probably not cheap to run. I wish it told you how much fuel. I want to know how much fuel I take out on a mission. 2021. That's for exploration. We have an exploration mission though. I don't want to take too many explorers out. We'll take a industrial. We take a cheap industrial. Damn. Okay. Balanced. 28 hours. Covers a distance of that many. Go. Alright. Next up, Voyage of Discovery. 25, 20, 21. Damn. Okay, maybe we don't need the blue guy. Just all 3 of you, right? Hey, I'll take an overqualified C-class freighter mission. 9 hours. I don't even know what exploration does. There's one more balanced. 1-star balanced mission. Looks like you 3 are going out on your own too. Right. There we go. Hey, look at that. Purchase upgrades. Add additional storage. Excuse you. Add additional storage. Bitch. Oh. Wrong token. Wrong token. Okay. Maybe collected from freighter crash sites or during frigate expeditions. Use this in its current form. A research station aboard your freighter may be able to convert it into technology. So it would be purchase upgrades, and we have 1. There you go. We need a minimum of 8 for either of these. And warp core resonator, amplified warp shooting, chromatic warp shooting is green. Takes emerald. Fascinating. We need the green thing to get the green shield. I mean, yeah, I kind of understand the mechanic. Go there on your starship first, mine the mineral, come back, upgrade your freighter to call it into the system. Okay, so chromatic warp shooting. See, I completely misunderstood. I thought chromatic warp shooting was... Oh, I don't have it. I thought it was chromatic metal upgrade for the starship. Alright, what do we have to do? Do we have anything worth value that needs selling? A bit. This stuff. The activated copper we're burning, as along with the rest of the activated cadmium. The regular stuff we're keeping. I'm just running out of space. Alright, some of this stuff needs to go on the freighter. Ooh, which reminds me.
Constructed.
Does that take? And also, where are you? Yeah, it'll take 20 minutes, but a 30-to-1 ratio. Emerald and chromatic metal. I don't have a lot of emerald, to be fair. I'm willing to burn it up in a science experiment. 2 to 3. 1 to 2 for emerald. So we get 84 back. And then rinse and repeat. Run it through twice. We've got scraps of emerald. So, hey, why not? Thank you, actually. That's a decent recipe to know. Speaking of recipes to know, my wish for this game to have a cookbook for the cooking station would be just please add a cookbook, add a recipe book. Let me summon recipes to the cooking station that I already know. It shows you before you start? The ratio or the output? The cooking station doesn't show me shit. 3 times? 3 times. But yeah, the cooking stations, you are all on your own. You can't, like... It's a fine system, but what I was saying, and I was thinking this through the other day, what I think you need as a designer to understand is that if you're going to, and here's my thing that I think would make it easier for people, for me specifically, and I think just in general would make the system seem less frustrating. My phone is disconnected. I'm gonna mark it. Hello? My phone's back. Wiggle the mouse. Are you a live phone? Very delayed. Damn. Shitty delay. Okay, that sucks, but live with it. So yeah, if I say Marco, I'm not gonna get a response for like a minute and a half. Wait. Hang on. Let me tab. Nope, nope. That's like a whole minute delay. It's like, okay, 20 seconds. 20 seconds for tabbing to me seeing it on the phone. This is why I have my phone. But yes. So I was thinking about this the other day. I think the reason it feels so frustrating is because there's no way to make the shit recipe. Like, whoever designed this expects you to know the recipe book, right? They expect you to have a pen and paper and to write down every combination of recipe yourself, or to just Wikipedia it. And Wikipedia gameplay is not fun. I think if you're going to design a completely blind crafting system, you have to have junk recipes. I have to be able to put salt in and get some garbage out that doesn't do anything. Just, sure, you can have stuff that doesn't process. Like if I put salt in, maybe it doesn't turn into something, right? But salt and something else should just become this, even if it makes no functional difference, right? I just want junk. I'm not talking about crafting a new item. I mean like salt and bread. Salted bread, and then you have that combination, right? My idea, because of course the more options and combinations you need to account for, the more generic the stuff becomes in between the actual recipes you want to produce. Pardon me, sorry. So in my mind, see, I keep trying to make bread and chocolate, because bread and chocolate is a confectionery item that I buy all the time from the local supermarket. But the game doesn't let you combine bread and chocolate. So what I would like to see is just junk recipes turning into junk output. Maybe just filling in the gaps with things that don't... Like, it's basically the same item. Of course, yeah, I'm basically asking the art department to go a little bit on overtime, I suppose, because you would have to make art for all of the weird things. But making, like, maybe chocolate eclair could be an item, sure. But then adding sugar to chocolate eclair might burn those ingredients up and just make nothing, and then you still get out chocolate eclair, the same stats you put in. It needs more junk, because you're flying blind. So when you're going through your entire inventory space, like I've got a decent amount of stuff in storage here. I tried combining chocolate with meat because I thought chocolate bacon's a thing. Sugar with meat because sugary bacon's definitely a thing. The recipe expects you to know what you're doing. I still haven't found a use for silicon eggs. I thought eggs and yeast, or eggs and wheat, I thought made cake, but apparently not. Silicon egg is apparently one of the few eggs that don't make cake batter. Unless you need something else, perhaps you need egg, sugar, and wheat. In which case, I burnt through all my wheat and there you have it. But it just goes back to my point, right? Maybe you don't have anything. Maybe it's still the same amount of unsatisfying. But the ability to combine the silicon egg with the bread and just maybe get something called paste out of the machine. Because when you keep putting things in the machine and getting nothing, no hints, no clues, no lists, nothing. The interface does not accommodate for lack of knowledge on what you're doing. It just says unavailable. So when I put in 14 cannon tubes and pellets, or even just pellets on their own, I don't know what pellets are good for. They're in the menu. Why can't I find out what other options work? Here's a good system I remember from a couple of other games. A system I've used in other blind crafting systems is that you place one item in, and if you click again, it restricts your second options to things that combine with salt. So if I place salt in, if I then open up the next menu and see nothing, I immediately know salt can't be crafted with anything in my inventory. So I then go back and take salt out. And instead of putting everything, because right now, salt probably can't be crafted with anything. But instead, I have to go through, I have to click everything. Oh, that doesn't work. Oh, that doesn't work. You know, like seeing nothing here, knowing there is no combination would be a massive quality of life improvement to this system's interface. That one doesn't require an entirely new window. Like a recipe book would probably be a UI overhaul to the system. Just locking what you can and can't craft visibly would just be an immediate quality of life upgrade that I think this system could use. Back to what I was doing.
Product constructed.
Yeah. That's the other option that wouldn't require too much of an overhaul. Would be if you just have any generic output that has bad outcome, make it make horrible grub. And there's the that burned through so little of the chromatic metal actually. But yeah, I think the first step would be having the junk recipe so that you're not constantly seeing lack of a combination go through. Even if horrible grub sells for 10 units each, right? Just make it a process that can be done. But I also think restricting... it's gonna take a while. Hang on. Can we have that back, please? I also think restricting what's visibly able to be selected for a cooking process solves you needing to have the junk recipes in the first place. You don't need to make junk, you don't need to make horrible gruel a recipe in the game at all. If you just hide the incompatible food items from the menu that you're able to add them from. 1600 should be an equal amount, right?
Product constructed.
We're 10 short. There we go. $550 left. Okay. Right. So, I need to go to the anomaly. I coded into the system the other day. I don't know if it's still here. Let's go out and have a look. There we go. I feel like my OBS microphone is filtering way less than it used to. Oh, I wonder what the time is. Like, I want to be really bad and go get takeout. I have a voucher on my. Like, I have the fast food apps. I know that's bad. If you have the app, you're more likely to order. But hear me out, right? Hear me out. There's a voucher for delicious food. How are you dancing, sir? Sir? How are you dancing? Dancing might be illegal depending on whether or not I can do it. Just got DoorDash. Okay, I'm not that far gone. I don't have DoorDash, I don't have Uber Eats. None of those. I have to go physically pick it up. Right? Humanity's going towards a sedentary lifestyle at a lightning fast pace, but I'm avoiding it as long as I can. Again, my vitriolic dislike for the modern world. You're welcome to your own preferences in moderation. Anything in excess and abundance. But those are the currency. How do I get the currency? Can I get the currency? I want to take those with me. But I do have the fast food app. And right now on the fast food app is a lovely combination of hash brown and burger with a coffee. Really want to go get it before the voucher expires. But at the same time, I know I shouldn't, right? I have food at home. Food at home is really cheap. That burger cost me like $10. Yeah, it comes with 2 hash browns and a coffee. But I shouldn't. Temptation is bad. You looked very sad when I said that. What am I here for? I'm here for something. Who are you? Exosuit research. Multi-tool. This is product recipes. This is what I need. We need hot tubes. Cryo pump. Heat capacitor. Give me a sec. Hang on. Heat capacitor. Okay, let's have a look. We need lubricant. I'm never gonna make that. 400 gamma root is an insane price. Like, that better make 400 lubricant is what I'm saying, right? 400 gamma root. Where are you ever gonna collect that unless you're buying? So, glass. The frost crystal to glass recipe seems really bad. I have to wonder if that's a legacy recipe for making glass, because you can now just turn dirt and sand into glass. Cactus flesh into an unstable gel. Maybe, okay. Polyfiber, cactus flesh, and star bulbs. Okay. Nitrogen and condensed carbon. Radon and condensed carbon. Circuit board is a heat capacitor and polyfiber. Heat capacitor is a frost crystalline selenium. We have selenium, but no frost crystals, I don't believe. Liquid explosive. You can grow or refine or plant stuff. I keep forgetting that, you know? Like, the botanical side of the game I haven't even touched. I will not let this voucher influence my decision to end stream and go get food. That's bad. Fast food, bad. Oil burger, bad, but yummy. Slap yourself on the wrist and go get it, hey? Your Dash's name is Jesus. Is he bringing bread and wine? Sorry, excuse me, I think I choked on air. Choked on air actually would sound like a ridiculous excuse unless you've been here for longer than a couple of streams. Choked on air is a daily occurrence here. Imagine people pop in for the first time and be like, how do you choke on air? You just stop asking. Like, after a couple of times when it happens, you just stop asking how and you go, stop. It wasn't even a good joke. Come on. Hang on. Look, I'm talking to myself like, oh, come on, make better humor. You see, wait. Okay, but the punchline could still land. Is he actually bringing bread and wine? If yes, then there you go. Is it? I'm so far beyond gone, I think, at this point that I can't even tell what's funny or not anymore. I'm at the point where it is relatable humor almost. I don't think it's just I'm gonna try and pretend I have some dignity and say it's not as bad as relatable humor. So, right. We have the heat capacitor. So, the recipe for the heat capacitor heat capacitor doesn't need any more recipes. It's a raw ingredient thing. Cool. Okay, so need that gone. Good news. This is a different item than the heating tubes I sold the other day, so I didn't get rid of them and I never had them in the first place. We have still not got any stuff we need for it though. Alla pasta? I read that as AI pasta. I'm not familiar. Wait, you can DoorDash non-food items, can't you? So, I know frost crystals are on frozen planets, and I think we have one in our system. Tacos made with spit-grilled pork. It sounds awfully fancy, actually. He has a ship with the thingy! Alright, excuse me. Urnu Samk. Verioxi, Inok, Naya Yeshiok, Interlopasankan Jinsk, Zikin. Simlish saves you reading any language. If you read every language that you don't understand in Simlish, you're clear of ever doing any hate crime ever. Once again, a reminder that the rules for this channel are that I do not endorse anything that this channel ever says, does, or engages with. That speech is garbled and confusing, like they're speaking from a game called The Sims. Speak the universal language of Simlish. What do they have? Base value pheromone bottle with a 5% markup. Gold, silver. Gold is down, so honestly. I could play Asteroids for like an hour, right? Or I could spend 30,000 credits. Like, one credit stop on my freighter missions pays for the gold and the silver here.
Received. Product received.
-0.00. I like that number. I'm not gonna buy them because that's a flat $1,000 unit trade item, and 5 of them is just not worth the space in my storage. What's he buying? Hey, you want to buy an outrageous ring? I'm selling it anyway.
Units received.
I just noticed, and props to the fact that I get to choose what I buy. I also get to choose what I push. Like, he doesn't have a say. Whether or not he wants living pearls, irrelevant. You're taking living pearls.
Units
Do you want Haddo core? Doesn't matter. You're taking a Haddo core, right?
received.
And we're getting rid of the Abyssal Stew because it is worth 90,000 units, even at a slight markdown.
Units received.
God, he really doesn't want any of these activated minerals, does he? From memory, frost crystals were plants, so once we're done checking out the ancient ruin here, they can be pretty time consuming to be fair, so maybe we'll 2 birds, 1 stone, get some, oh there's lots of trees here actually. On the way down. Nice. Hello there. That's perfect timing. I'm staring at an egg-shaped rock and I hear cracking and I'm like, what have I done? What have I landed on? I thought this thing was about to hatch. Right, we're gonna have to scan a couple of these because star bulbs are a secondary. Not star bulbs, frost crystals are a secondary. That's frozen tubes over there as well. Any plants we haven't scanned? No. No. Should we go get the frozen tubes? Slurp. Carbon and oxygen. Honestly, that's probably like the best tree I've ever found in the game. Carbon and radon. So neither of these give frost crystals. Interesting. What did the rock give? Dum. Dioxide, ferrite dust. We actually do need ferrite. That is a gorgeous animal. I want to name it. Please, no one else have named that animal. I'm not finding the frost crystals I was promised. Dioxide. Monoxide. Carbon. A large collection of dihydrogen. It comes with its own self-helping of low frame rate. don't want it to be in the rocks. Did we scan the other one? That thing had Morite, dioxide. I don't like that it's... Where are the frost crystals at? Like that it's the game stuttering and not your computer. Yes, sadly, it's just on my end. It runs fine. Like, that's the thing that I find fascinating about this, right? We played, what was it? Space Hulk Deathwing earlier in the day. I'm really happy. I'm sorry. You're too curious a creature not to. Get a sample. Silence. Dirty. Just dirty. Interesting. We played Space Hulk Deathwing earlier in the night, and it ran like, okay, so here's the thing. This game drops frames, and when it drops frames, it gutters out. Like, it is rock bottom frame rate. But it runs fine more often than not, right? I feel like it's mostly just when you're messing about with lasers, lighting lasers and weather can sometimes affect the frames in this game. But for the most part, it does run fine. Like, I'm watching on the phone. It's dropping a little bit actually, but it's running seemingly okay. But with Space Hulk Deathwing we played earlier, it just didn't, like, the audio crackled, the visuals were at a constant like 20 to 25 frames. They were dipping below what I thought was watchable, and it was consistent. So it's weird to me that a game that absolutely gutters its frame rate, and again, like, as I'm watching it, it isn't the best, right? But the thing I think that I was the most particular about, especially with Space Hulk Deathwing, I was the most particular about the fact it didn't have good audio quality. Because to me, especially for people that lurk and don't actively watch, you are amazing. I will give you a fancy little pellet. Collect milk, thank you. I can watch kind of bad gameplay, right? You are not interactable, how come? Excuse me, sir. Hey, Belle, welcome in. Turtle. Wait, don't we have this raminoid by that? Ah, we need to sell these too. I'm going to grind all of that up because I want to combine it down. We'll get more and turn them into tubes later. Greetings from Rebs and Mika. Hello, Rebs. Hello, Mika. Apparently it lagged out there. Copper. Okay, hang on. Do we have a landing station nearby? How far away is the ship? 70 units. Hey, buddy. I don't want a crab apple, so I'm not going to feed you. Starship. 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 Wait, is there anything we're technically collecting still? Frozen tubes we might still be able to collect tomorrow. What aren't we collecting right now? These. Yeah, no, you never collect wiring loom. Vicky can go over there as well. Easy. Cleared up inventory space. I still don't want a crab apple though, I'm sorry, buddy. But yeah, so I think I was in a train of thought about audio versus visuals. I would rather tab out from a video and listen to it if the audio's fine, compared to... wait, E? You can just E those. Since when? But I would rather tab out and listen to audio if the audio is fine. But that was the thing. While playing Space Hulk Deathwing, the audio was not fine. Are you okay? You've attacked me twice. Damn bats. I don't know where the dirt squid went either. Phew. These things okay? Keep dive bombing the ground. I haven't found a single frost crystal this entire time. I think they're underground. There. There he is. These... Where did it go? Hello, buddy. Because at least if the audio is good, then you're fine. Do you offer milk or chunky bits? Come here. This is now a self-defense situation. How come? I wanted to feed him. Are you his friend? Would you like a flamin' hot Cheeto? There you go. You want a flamin' hot Cheeto? Thank you. You want a flamin' hot Cheeto? Thank you. Excuse me, I have a land squid I need to go murder. Oh my lord, I'm missing every single shot. Oh my lord, okay. Waste of time. Get back, see if you can't get more... Hello! Wait, I already fed you guys. Don't be greedy. There, have another Cheeto each. That's it. No more Cheetos though, okay?
Alert. Navigational data received.
No more Cheetos. I like that feat. Beep. Yeah, okay, calling that fakum is a complete mispronunciation because it's feces, fecium. That makes way more sense phonetically now. How much milk do we have? 11? I tell you, that's the one thing I would love to get set up properly. Would be a an animal farm, because I know you can get the auto feeders and everything too. So didn't we get stinky meat? Dirty meat. Where's my dirty meat? We picked up dirty meat before. Did we move that somewhere else? Wild milk. Fresh milk is different to wild milk, apparently. Excuse me. Flamin' hot Cheeto. You're actually fascinatingly designed. Wow. The spike through the lower jaw is not exactly as comfortable as one might think, but... Good lord, these things are impossible to kill. I'm never gonna know what a... Never gonna know what a land squid tastes like. Hello. Feeding the critters at gunpoint. It's not a gunpoint. It's a mining apparatus, silly. Mining apparatus straight out of Dead Space with the kind of munitions that, yeah, can lop an arm off. Not a mining apparatus. You ever seen a laser pick up 40... I forgot measurements. I was about to say tons, but this is definitely not a ton. Okay, that's a lot of dirt, right? Laser it! What are you doing? Oh, it's restoring. Right? That's a lot of dirt. That's like a couple of hours worth of digging. But that's not 40 tons.
Power cells completed. Technology
There we
recharge.
go. Excuse me, Mr. Squid. He takes so little damage. You can actually mine them faster. But you have to get in early. Well, what's this? An imprint of the ancient civilization once absorbed by this strange marker. The story of the Vikings somehow spills out in the language of my own people. The noble travelers will be spared. Their journey through the cosmos shall not be thwarted. So it is decreed. The will of Herc commands it. The Viking shall honor the judgment and the belief of the ancients. Seek out of the past. Oh. I thought I'd get more story. Historical data revealed? Alright. There's a thing. Ooh. You getting distracted, I know. But I did come down here to also get frost crystals, and I've not found a single one of them. We have the selenium, we just need the frost crystals. What is this? Sodium nitrate? Okay, I saw a crystal and yeah, I ran over to go find out what it was, but it's not a frost crystal, so I'm a little disappointed. We've killed half the plants on the planet at this point, too. I have a lot of health.
Thermal protection falling. Temperature levels stabilizing.
Flower. Flower is fake. Okay, well, what do we actually have here then? Ancient ruins with nothing beneath? More ancient ruins. Buried technology module. Is there actually nothing here worthwhile? I guess we mark the purple and we go over to the purple. Magnetized ferrite would be nice, but I've lost the purple. There it is. 23 minutes on foot, or well, that's awkward to find, like a stone throw away. Crater. Crater. Crater empty. Full, rather.
Technology recharge.
Does leg meat do anything? No. Okay. Let's try. We have 28 pure ferrite. We need 682 pure ferrite. Maybe mining some magnetized out of the ground wouldn't be the worst idea, considering it's double that in pure. Oh. The last frozen planet I was on gave out frozen crystals left, right, and center. We actually got like a whole stack of them. Green icon, no. Wasn't there another color icon we passed by? Nut rides just went to a whole new level. It looks great. I can see what you see. Looks great is not what you type with 3 FPS. It normally doesn't run this bad. I'm watching actually on the phone. That's running a bit terribly. To be fair, taking off and landing is the worst. Which sucks, because it's the most beautiful, I think. Traveling around a planet like this. Like that for, yeah, it's like that for me. I'm the reason it's like that, unfortunately. The game isn't super smooth, because it takes a fair bit of CPU to run properly. But, yeah. When you're in a spaceship, it runs a little poopy. Once you're actually on the ground, you're fine. And it's still kind of pretty. Like, that's a screenshot if it went for the icon. But hang on, we can snap a screeny. Oh, I don't think I can. There we go. I think I got it. No, actually. It's not badly optimized. My CPU is just 10 years old. So running OBS and No Man's Sky at the same time. Like, you're seeing it run fine now. This is what it's meant to run like. It's just that when it's loading in an entire planet worth of stuff, especially over such a high render distance too, the CPU does take a bit of it takes the brunt of it, unfortunately. Because yeah, just looking around here, this is nice. If I never move ever again at any point in this game, this is what it looks like. But unfortunately, there's other planets out there, and we keep moving over to those other planets. And the part that specifically runs the worst is the taking off and the landing. The laser pointer thingy does hurt a little bit as well, but
Technology recharge.
we have I'm not gonna do too much, I think. Ooh. You're the main chest. Okay. That's the big treasure we need. I like how it opened up. Can I get it? I see it. I just want it. The fact they repeatedly spawn in the ground, kind of annoying, but... Come here, little glowy ball. Ah, got you. Is there something else at the end of that? Fragments? Okay, we're not gonna get down there then. Large artifact crate. Okay, so these are the things we want. I'm low on ammo a lot here. Okay, if we sit still and none of them peek through that hole, we might be fine. No, apparently they found me. Imagine how it'd be to epilate with that gun. Stop! I think I thought of a different word. I don't know. I'm not going to think about that. Because the word I thought about I don't want to think about. Brain off. I don't know. I don't... There are sciencey words that scare me, okay? There are sciencey words that are scary something. We have one up here. Large artifact. 42, and that one's low. Okay. Remember if the word... I'm not gonna say it! Okay. No, I don't remember if that's the fancy word that means laser hair removal or not. It might mean laser hair removal. I think it does. That's the not scary word. That's the one I think it actually means. I think I thought of the wrong one and I don't know. I might have been awake for too long. We got a key! We need 2 more. There's one over there. Punk. There we go. kinda wanna get the little doggy though. No repairs. No frames either. What server? I'm also having a couple of issues with OBS at the moment too, so like yeah. The game don't run great normally, but also OBS is kind of eating it at the moment too. And I didn't want to restart. I'm being annoying. Because if I restarted, OBS would at least be running fine, and we'd get maybe twice as many frames. Go down. Excuse me. Oh, yeah. Streamlabs runs worse than OBS though. But you can just disable the preview in OBS. Let's hope this building has nav data over there. I don't know if we have nav data on us actually. Ah, you Jesus! But yeah, I've got all the tips and tricks are enabled. It's just that on two parts, the game doesn't run smoothly and OBS currently is complaining. It's not normally like super smooth regularly, but it is running a little worse than normal today. Maribulb, no. Cobalt for the top ones. These are plant. No. Do we have space for an underwater relic? Nice treasure. Approximately 265 years old. Dusty and mud-stained, the treasure is nonetheless an important historical artifact. So... I'm not picking up the relics. They're worth like 1,000 each. I will pick up the mushroom people! Can I adopt one? Plus 10,000 nanites for a new slot. I would have to get rid of him. I mean, I'm not really personally attached to him or anything, but... You know... He's kinda neat. It's like a rhino beetle. But... maybe we get rid of him for the mushroom. We also have this guy. But I can't get rid of him. Can I? I think we get rid of the rhino beetle, right? mushroom. Have a flaming hot Cheeto. Thank you. Feeling sad. His name is Somna Somna. Ah. Ah. Yeah. There you go. Somna Somna just touched.
Thermal protection falling.
It's like an inverse shot. What are you? I don't have any more spicy Cheetos. No! How do I make spicy Cheetos? It's regular carbon. Fine. We'll leave him alone. There's a knowledge stone. You haven't tried spicy Cheetos? Hope to try them someday. I have tried flamin' hot Doritos, but I have not tried spicy Cheetos. The Viking, Liu Kang, Mortal Kombat. Token, Harmony, and Lipigu. I place my palm on the monolith and stand back when it melts in response to my touch. Molten rock drips down the stone, exposing a hollow interior. Inside, I see riches that are beyond belief. Ancient technologies and cargo that would aid my journey. Suddenly the voice of an ancient tribe shakes the ground I stand on. Read. The lava surges, molten rock grabbing at my exosuit. Time slows. I feel myself burning. There is no release. I am doomed. Character dies. This is the end of the permadeath. It's not my permadeath, thankfully. I close my eyes. When I open them, the edifice is reconstructed. The molten rock solid once more. I feel a hot, angry wind. Did I fail that? Standing decreased? I think I failed that check. I think that's all that was just a check, and I failed it. Okay. Some of these are a bit more dynamic than that. Do we have another building nearby? No. We have maps though. One planetary data, local information, an ancient ruin site has been marked. I don't want an ancient ruin site. A settlement, maybe. But we have plenty of inhabited outposts of some kind, so let's burn one of those. Oh, you were looking at Claptrap for a second. I see a freighter. There's a planetary archive over there. That'd be good, but in the exact opposite direction though. Frames. Reinforcements? That's not what I signed up for. Uh-oh, I'm out of stamina. Did I actually not see a freighter at all, but just saw this? I might have just seen this. Okay, so cobalt, burn it. Nitrates in there. Carbon, burn it. That gives us back 2 slots. Bum 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 bum. It might have just been where I was. I don't know, I see a freighter anywhere nearby. It sucks you can't even go slow without lagging out when you're flying. One day I'll get a better CPU and then I'll be able to play games like this without feeling slightly guilty about doing it. Actually, if I could close some of the processes OBS is using, because OBS does use a lot of background processes that aren't necessary for its function. Give me a sec. Let me have a look through what OBS is doing. Oh, it's behaving. There's none here. There's one OBS browser package, which I know is chat. So that's impressive. OBS is actually behaving for once. What is that? C-class. Lame. Mine's cooler. A shuttle? I don't like shuttles. Even like, okay, even finding the perfect shuttle with like 100 storage. Still wouldn't want to fly it. I might fly it, but I wouldn't want to. It uggo. Ugly, ugly duckling. Okay, maybe if I call it the ugly duckling, I might want to fly it then. What do you have for sale, good sir? Drop pod coordinates? We're loaded on those. We don't need it. Need any? Sorry, excuse me. I do have dirty meat and leg meat. I just don't know where the dirty meat is. Get rid of Gravitino balls. I don't need the enriched carbon or the hot ice, but over 10% markdown. That is abysmal. Welcome, Interloper, to this information repository of planet Oduina Sigma. Oduina Sigma historical database indicates several local sites of Viking cultural significance. Directions are available. Analyzing topography, triangulating coordinates, printing complete. Oh, I wanted to learn some words. Can you teach me a word? Your good servant told me you were coming. It is an honor to meet one. I don't have a don't have a spot for you to work, so... I'm not gonna talk with them, because I think... Okay. You have a data pad, right? Yeah. Gra. Interloper, my upjoy. Oi, yeyain, rum hamaka. I stopped doing Simlish. Can we go back to Simlish? The first three aren't Simlish gibberish though. Gra, interloper, my upjoy. Oi, yeyain, rum ham kamsa. Oiga, gato legs, death to Ivit. It was such an uncertain ending. Warrior on Zank barks with aggressive enthusiasm. Could you teach me a trade symbol, please? Trade word for trade. Lovely. Hello. You scare me. Hello. Kanzuv interloper. Aber ganchek. Interlope nakangolo. That you halop the axio interloper. The lifeform shows our identification as an official of the Explorers Guild, but not before attempting to scan me for data. The guild here is flourishing and all members are being offered gifts as a thanks to their work. A envoy presents me with an item they claim to have picked out for me specifically. Thank you. I take the present, making the guild and its official. 2 warp hypercores. Gantuv Nunong Mamipod Unsing Iyabek Mamipod Unsing Iyamba is Yatiyaja. See, when you don't do Simlish, then you just... Oh, it doesn't work. Do Simlish, commit to the goofiness, and just roll with it. Mamipod Unsing Yinjaba. Worm, we're getting that extra N. Ja, Deutsche to El Ak Viking. Ixi. The Viking archive is intended only for its own species. Ancient audio equipment drones in a low frequency, seemingly expecting a voice command. The Viking. Archive access granted. Decrypt. The entry is titled Dishonor. It appears to be a philosophical tract circulated through the worlds of the outer edge. The ancient speaks of the Gek, of their change, of their crimes. But dishonoring is unchanging. Dishonor is unchanging. Crimes marked in blood do not fade. We do not forget, but we accept. We accept. What does acceptance mean, Cubs? How can evil be suffered to live? Why does our fleet not go to war? Why do we not destroy the enemies of Herc wherever they exist, whatever they call themselves, whatever the cost? All of this has happened before, the ancients teach us. There are many iterations, many dreams. In all of them, we failed. We lost ourselves in victory. There will come a day soon when the truth of the Gek will be revealed. We do not need to fight. They will destroy themselves. I don't know about that. As a Gek, that's mighty unsettling to read. Well, I've just about given up on finding any frost crystals in this system. Ooh, that's a warp hypercore. Well, we have the recipe to make the heating units, but unfortunately we weren't able to find basically any of the components. What's the planet there? It looked blue. Overgrown, starbulb, copper, paraffinium, cobalt, and aggressive sentinels. We need frozen though. Toxic, fungal mold, copper, ammonium, and cobalt. If we can't find frozen with crystals on them, we need to find a way to buy them. Can I not see over there? Moons are often a pretty good bet for frozen crystals and things like that. You yawn like that? I think we've done a fair amount of effort today. I did want to end on Wingspan, but I'm gonna save that for another time. We still haven't midlife crisised our way into buying the hot rod though. We really need to fix our midlife crisis. We can't even midlife crisis properly, we're just getting distracted by everything. We'll put that on the starship. Ooh. Wiring module. Okay. We are quite a few stacks of wiring modules deep, apparently. Maybe navigation data on the ship might be a bit useless. So what if we leave it here? And then what I'll do we don't have navigation data here yet. So what I think I'm gonna do is split this, leave 10 on us, and just start collecting from scratch again, I think. Might do the same with the wiring modules. We know where to get them if we need them. That's my kind of logic. Like, having 80 on us is very much overkill. So we'll keep 20 on us. That's more than enough for most needs. There. Plenty. Maybe the same with the drop pod coordinate data, because we're not going to use drop pod coordinate data unless we're with Tone and Goose. Salvage data can go into cargo though. I can leave the freighter module on my person. So that's taking up a wasted space over here. Then maybe the... I mean, we're just replacing with another wasted space, but... Food on the freighter feels less bad for some reason. Completely arbitrary. Have we done it then? We would be selling hot ice and enriched carbon. Do I not have any other salvage data anywhere? It's not. That does free up a fair bit though. Defense things, I still have no idea how to use these. I don't know if they have to be in regular storage, but I have too many. So what I'm gonna, we'll leave one here, right? That works. What does starship fuel take to make? Highly reactive solid state fuel, dihydrogen and metal plating. The healing station? No. It is consumed. Did we actually get given anything? I don't see what we were given if we were given anything. Sleepy time for me too soon, Indy. I'm not gonna be on too much longer. I'm trying to tidy things up here. There we go. Up is at maximum. Nice. Yeah. Sometimes these rooms are worth a lot. Other times these rooms are worth barely anything. I wonder if I can walk beneath this because I'm a gag. Okay, so we have to sell some things. Radio. We're selling the 2 quad servos. I can always get another one, it's not a big deal. My idea was hold on to them until I needed them, but I haven't needed one in a while, and I don't think we're going to be doing any more of the mission that requires them. So, 5 iridesite, 2 geodesite, vibrating coins, the Viking FAV, the hot ice, and 10% markdown on carbon, but we got it for free, right? So, keep some, lose some. There we go. Now, I need to head over and actually turn in that mission. Then we'll have to think about who we're raiding out to. Vel, are you streaming? Are you streaming soon? Hello. Being cool. Ooh, gra. Ubtan obey. Ubtan odabe uni rixosa. Viking Bodo. Negbo Ugo Hums. Wasanage! What should we? Oh. I should just play The Sims. I should stop torturing everyone with my terrible Simlish and just play The Sims. Give me trade. Get. The word get could be handy. Guard, I don't trust you to not be. Let's see. Feed 6 creatures, kill 1 predator. A fuel oxidizer and a fuel accelerant. I don't know how many spare spaces we have. We should have a few spare spaces. Collect 50 selenium, 420,000 units in a standing. I'll take it, honestly. Feed 7 creatures? Sure. Kill 8 sentinels? Absolutely. Hunt low-level pirates for 200 frigate fuel. Pass. I mean, to be fair, the pirates thing could happen accidentally, and there's no reason not to collect missions. You can just sometimes get paid for doing things you normally do in the game anyway. Alright, well... Fuel oxidizer is a temporary frigate upgrade. I think we give up and move these into the food spot. That's better. And we need to use some of these up. Mind control device, holographic analyzer, and fuel oxidizer. I wish I knew what they did. Overloads frigate engines, allowing for faster than usual travel. So that's fuel efficiency. That's negotiation. So that would be good for when you're doing money one. I don't understand what this one's for though. Faster than light calculations. Is that exploration? This one's easy. Mining. That's a miney one. Pickaxe. Alright. That ship's kinda cool. What's fascinating to me is this supersonic speed. Like, the game runs fine. Here. Ow. Ow. But super slowly landing on a planet is completely out of the question. Store point saved. Is there anything on our ship we need? Nothing I can think of. How much ferrite do we have? Okay. Ferrite's gonna be used for the copper. We need to go collect more though. Is there a recipe that makes this more efficient? Oh, it burnt up that extra one. Oops. Leg meat. No, this is the wrong machine. Activated. Into the ferrite. Goes from a 1 to 1 to a 1 to 2. No matter what, it doubles it. And that doubles the amount of copper. Does that work both ways then as well? Can I... No. That's fair. That's such a bad use of ferrite, actually. I'd rather waste half the amount of copper. That's such a bad use of ferrite. Like, if the ferrite is gonna be used, right, it should be for something that's gonna be super efficient, like cadmium. Because that payout changes based on the active metal. Doubles, so this is the logic, right? It doubles whatever you put in. So, oh, activated cadmium is a 1 to 2. Activated indium is a 1 to 4. Adding the pure ferrite doubles it, no matter what. So, it's one of those things where it's like, as much as I could double this, I could get almost 600 chromatic metal if I added pure ferrite. But, like, the value you're getting out of it isn't so great. How are we doing for space, by the way? You have tubes, milk, meat, these things. Radon, I don't remember what radon does. Sticky honey gets put into synthesized honey. Dirty meat. Leg meat. Sticky honey. More diet was meat flakes. I feel like I'd rather turn that into feces and feces into flour, which is, now that I think about it, a really weird combination of recipes. We get 30 flour out of that though. Hey, also to be fair, I don't know what Mordite is, but Oh, frozen tubes of vegetables. Can I do anything with that though? No. Oh. Kind of can. Creature pellets. What an interesting... Right. Meat. Mystery stew. Honey. Cream. I'm just going straight to butter, unfortunately. So, apparently, it doesn't make a yeast. It makes a yeast, not dough. Churned butter. Apparently, radon is not a mineral I can cook with. Butter does nothing. What does butter twice do? Clarified oil. Does nothing. That does nothing. Clarified oil does nothing. Clarified oil and churned butter does nothing. We're gonna find out if there's a cream that can do anything. You know what? We're gonna go down to 13. I want 3 creams spare. No Man's Sky, the cooking game you never knew you didn't want to play. That makes nothing, right? But honey butter, why not? Double butter doesn't do anything. This makes clarified oil, which I really want to try cooking with. I don't know what clarified oil does. Empty. Yeah, wild yeast. You done as well? You're not doing anything. Right, okay. We have 1 churned butter. Oil does nothing. Honey butter does nothing. Why do we have 1 butter left over? Oil and cream? No. Oil and butter? No. That's not oil either. Yeast and cream. Tangy cheese, churned butter. We'll make some tangy cheese, shall we? And here comes my favorite recipe in the game. Wild yeast makes wild yeast at a 1-to-1 ratio. Have you ever felt like you wanted to make wild yeast from wild yeast at a 1-to-1 ratio of input to output? Fret no more. Now you can. With processor setting fermentation, you can spend up to 3 minutes of your life is literally achieving input equals output. But hey! Maybe if you do it enough times, there's like an achievement pop or something. Ba 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 ba. We have 2 butters and a cheese. Give me the navigation data, please.
Alert. Navigational data received.
I need 50, don't I? Clarified oil. Is there anything else we can do here though? Maybe we'll turn... Hang on. Out of sour potatoes. Oh. What does nectar turn into? Just sugar. That'll be fine. We'll put it on the ship, I guess. Right. Well, anything in here? We finished burning that yeast into more yeast. Maybe stuff like, I don't know, right? How do you... I like having the scraps in here. And the things you can stack super high, but these 50 highest stacks, I want to go combine them elsewhere in the freighter. I need these in the starship for a minute. And then we're gonna grab that, and that. There we go, lovely. Now we need to put something in the corner. I guess the silicon eggs are fine, right? One, 2, 3, and it went to starship. It went somewhere. Did it go to cargo? Oh, there it is. Gotta be careful about that because you have to back out of the menu to move it properly. And the pilgrim berries are staying as well. then I want those three and the oil, and then the chocolate. And then we just have the sugar. See, that to me seems like a lot healthier food storage. And because it's all scraps, it doesn't particularly matter whether or not I'm being super, you know, super annoying with ordering or not. We need a food-specific place, don't we? Magnetized ferrite and sodium. We don't have ferrite. But I'm gonna need a food-specific storage unit soon. That's all the food. Nice. Selenium we're keeping because that's for a quest. Oh. Is there a way to get a overlook of all of the ships that are on missions? Seven hours. That's the quickest we're gonna get anyone back. So, now that we've done all that, let's actually go save. Secure depot does mean, usually, my understanding, it's a trading venue. Hey, I remember this place actually. I thought we put a save. No, we put a save thing. It wasn't a beacon, it was just a regular. I do remember this place now though. Restore point saved. There we go. It's a neat little place to end. And wow, okay, computer. Completely die, I guess. It's fine. You didn't need to function. I'm grumbling, I'm mumbling, and I feel like it's time to go find something else to watch on twitch.tv for the time being. So, thank you for sticking around with me. We're gonna figure out if there's someone we can raid out to soon. Once I stop being a nerd staring at all my stuff. But let's get out of the game. Shall we? Mode select. 43 seconds ago. It's fine. Who are we gonna raid out to? No one on my Steam friends list is online. Okay, so it's no one. There's a few people I have that might be streaming. I need to. I like how the top Google result for twitch.tv was kanji. Written in kanji. So, hey, Cheers for sticking around, Joe. It's been a bit of an interesting day today. Now, here's someone I haven't actually seen in a while, but Mary Lizzie is playing No Man's Sky. Finishing up Expedition 6 Outlaws. I've been around to Mary Lizzie's before, and she's a lovely lady. Here's Thursday. What happens Thursdays? Am I missing anything? Does something happen Thursdays? Val is streaming Simulacra 2. Okay, so we have a couple of people we could write out to. On Case the Mace with Valheim. Noble Playthrough. That's a curious concept. Tim Ace MC with Destiny 2. Mary Lizzie with more No Man's Sky. Her game actually runs and streams and the video isn't choppy. Tidbits is building a Plains Manor in Valheim as well. And we have Vel and Azar playing Simulacra 2. Simulacra is very left field though. It's kind of like an espionage thriller, if I was going to try and sales pitch it right now. Simulacra is basically meet and befriend a group of people and then fraudulently try and usurp their lives from them. To the best that I can understand, that's an apt description. So, and Vel's a lovely time as well. Petrolux Gaming is doing a mapless run. She beat me to it. Damn. I've been wanting to do a mapless run for the longest time. I just never got around to it, and I kind of killed Valheim. I stopped playing Valheim. Alright, do we have any preferences? Category-wise, we can pick any game on the planet, I suppose. We could raid out to someone entirely new. I don't know if you're watching anyone on a side tab, Joe. Oh, and I just caught your message too. I definitely didn't forget. Thank you for the reminder. I will have to get onto that, actually. Completely spaced on it because last Saturday was the day I was meant to go shopping for it at the antique store. We never went down the street. We stayed at home and made ribs, and Mum made some Indian dal, lentil dal, I think it was. It was her first attempt at it, so yeah. I may have completely forgot because going down to buy the parchment from the antique store never happened. I do apologize for that. I might make a trip down, actually, depending on what time it is now. What is the time? Maybe not today. I have to run off to the bathroom. Should we coin flip? Here we go. Let's coin flip. We have... Bouncer. Your time has come. You've had this command set up for years. Wait, how many people? There's also Suffixia playing Dead by Daylight. How many people here follow Dead by Daylight? Oh my god. Petrolux, Mary Lizzie. Okay, we might... That'll be our 4. Oh my lord, I've got the hiccups. Now of all times. Oh god. Hey, look at that. I set that command up so long ago. Options are Vel, Tim, Mary Lizzie, and Petrolux, and the bot has chosen them. So it has been decreed. So, if you want the global channel emote thingy, there's the raid message. If you want the channel point redemption version, feel free to replace the animated one with whichever of your choosing. I don't particularly mind. My personal favorite, if you want to go in there with some uniformity, is Stinky Glitch. It's one of my one of the favorite emotes I think that actually is on the defaults. apparently, interestingly, my own channel emotes are animated even though I have animations disabled. Weird. Okay. But I'm going to make it short and sweet because I have a bit of a delay, so thank you so much for watching. I don't know when I'll be back, but Friday with Shield Maidens is the next time I should be on. So worst case scenario, you'll see me then.